Well, as India turns 70 on the buck stops here, we are speaking to eminent Indians on how India has changed over the years and where they see India going ahead. On the program tonight, we are joined by the chairman of the Godrej Group, Adi Godrej. Mr. Godrej, thank you very much for speaking to us. Let me begin by asking you what, according to you, have been the biggest economic reforms that you can think of over the last 70 years that have brought us to where we are today?
Well, we've had economic reforms only for the last 25 years. In fact, before that, we had followed very poor economic policies, mainly socialism, and we were growing at a very slow rate. Many other countries like South Korea and China, whose per capita income was lower than India's at independence, overtook us, and we were way behind until about 25 years ago when we started reforms, and after that we've done reasonably well.
Sir, as India turns 70, India is turning younger. Over 65% of the population of India is below the age of 35. You too are passing on the baton to your daughter. What do you see in the new generation of business leaders? What reassures you and what worries you?
No, I think the new generation of business leaders are very passionate, and I'm very confident they will lead India to great heights.
And so demonetization and GST have been two huge economic decisions by this government, and that too in fairly quick succession. Do you think demonetization has hit India's growth story? And post GST, manufacturing remains a fairly big concern. Would you agree that that is an area that we desperately need to look at now?
First of all, I think demonetization is not something that will help the growth of the country much, but it will certainly eliminate black money to a considerable degree. The GST is an outstanding reform that will lead to much higher growth in India, and there are no major issues to my mind with GST. There are, of course, there will always be criticism here and there, but I think from July onwards, the economy will grow very well.
And so you've seen India's growth story over very close quarters over the decades. Where do you see us over a period of time? For example, the next decade. Do you really see us being able to get to where we want, to be a truly global economic superpower?
I think we'll do very well. Economic policy is good. GST will be a great boost to the growth of the country. And by 2050, I expect India to become, by purchasing power parity, the largest economy in the world. We will overtake first the United States and then China. China's population growth is declining. India will overtake China in population. We'll have a lot of young talent. We need to pay special attention to education and training and skilling to make sure our great future is assured.
All right. Well, 2050, that's what Mr. Godrej believes is when India, by purchasing power parity, will be the biggest economy in the world. I'd like to thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you. Good talking to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.